Hi guys, Andrea here, owner and senior podiatrist at AC Podiatry. Look, today what I want to talk to you about is heel pain in kids. Okay, pre-season started for soccer. A lot of kids are still playing basketball and have come back to it in January and February after the break. And what we're seeing is a lot of these kids are presenting to the clinic with a really painful heel. So it's pain at the back of the heel, and in a lot of cases it's so bad they're limping or hobbling off the court. 3 kids that I've just seen in the last week have been having this particular problem. It's a real blight, and it's really hard to see, especially as a parent, because it's your job to try and help fix the kids and to protect them and help them do what they want to do. But we try different things and it doesn't seem to matter. Well, today what I want to do is I want to share with you just basically 3 basic, simple tips that you can use to help your kids get over their heel pain. Keep them playing, keep them doing the things that they love doing, and just basically having fun. So, let's get to it. Okay, I know we're all time poor. So the first thing we're going to talk about is footwear. So what are we exactly looking for in footwear? Let me grab it. So the first thing we're looking for in footwear is specifically what we term the drop. Okay? So the drop refers to the back of the shoe to the front of the shoe. What you'll generally find is most of the kids that are having problems now are children that are playing footy, soccer, those sports where we're going into football boots. And football boots and soccer boots are very flat, they're very, there's no drop in them whatsoever. And a lot of kids, especially if they're semi-serious about their sport, they're jumping into it and they've gone from doing not very much to now training 2 or 3 times a week. So if you then wear a shoe that has a low drop, okay, you're going to stretch the Achilles, which is going to put stress on the back of the heel. So by putting them in a nice, plush, cushioned shoe that allows the foot to be pointed, you are going to take the pressure off. So footwear is the #1 thing you need to look for, looking specifically for something that has a drop from back to front. Okay? Number 2. The heel raise. The fantastic heel raise, okay? So this heel raise, you can get them from pharmacies, you can obviously get them from someone like me, a podiatrist, physiotherapist, stock them, okay? But what this does is this little heel raise tucks inside a shoe. So especially in a footy boot or a soccer boot where there is absolutely, as I said before, no drop, wearing this little thing inside the shoe can be enough to point the foot, okay? Take the stress off the heel and make a massive difference. Now, if you combine this with the shoe that we were talking about before, the one with a nice drop, you are 80% on the way to fixing your child's pain and getting them back on board. Now, the final tip involves kinesio tape or rock tape. Now, I'm actually going to post a link to a video that shows you how to tape specifically for children's heel pain. It can also be used for Achilles pain. But I've got a young fella who I coach. On Monday, he came off after 5 minutes. With his boots, a heel raise and some rock tape, in only 2 days, he's trained 45 minutes. The expectation is tomorrow night at training, we'll get him doing the full session. That is how quickly you can turn around having a child who's unable to do anything and hobbles off very quickly to be able to do the pain, to be able to do the activity that they want to do without any pain whatsoever. Okay? So just to recap, shoe with a drop, heel raise, and rock tape or some kind of kinesio tape, of which I'll add the link below. Okay? You combine these 3 things and I promise your son or daughter will be feeling so very much better in a very, very short space of time. And you know what? If they don't really look to get some professional help, no child should be running around in pain. Zip, nada, none. I love treating this condition. I love giving children their pain, getting rid of their pain and giving them their lives back. As parents, you do this, they're going to think you're their superhero, okay? And they'll be back doing everything that they love. Please like, share, ask any questions, but please take the advice and let's get those kids running around doing the things they love as soon as physically possible. Okay, gang, have a great day. See ya.